What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we have some potential Detroit Lions news. The Lions may be adding Duce Staley to their coaching staff. So let's get it started.
Nope.
No, I got to shout out DoseOfDion, man, because it was actually the first time I went live on YouTube. And, guys don't know DoseOfDion. He put out a lot of good content for the Detroit Lions.
And welcome, everybody, to another video. Glad you guys are here. And we could be back with some more Detroit Lions news. Now, I stress could. This is coming from Jason Lockenfora. Not saying that he's not legit, but I haven't seen this confirmed by multiple sources yet, so I'm not going to come out here and say he has been hired. I'm just going to leave it at that he's expected to be hired by the Detroit Lions. Okay, I'll just leave it there. Now, Duce Staley recently asked out of his contract. Now, before we get into this, actually, I got to give a couple shout-outs. First off, I got to give a shout-out to my man Tuck on Instagram. All right, he sends me tons of Lions updates, rumors, everything like that. Also, my man Austin kind of does the same type of thing. I appreciate you guys. Phantom on Twitter. Man, y'all like a whole bunch of like Ian Rappaports or like Adam Schefter's just like, boom, blowing me up with the news. And it's pretty awesome. Like, sometimes I see it already, but if I don't, it's great because I'm not super far behind. And it's easy to miss, especially this time of the season. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the help. Y'all are awesome. Now, with Duce Staley, the Lions are expected to add him to the staff. So here's kind of what went down with Duce Staley. So he started as a special teams quality control coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. 2013, he gets promoted to the running back coach. And in 2018, he remains the running back coach, but also now the assistant head coach. Now that Doug Peterson has been fired this offseason, he was in a running to become the next head coach, but he didn't get that job. So some people believe that he's mad that he did not get that job. So since he didn't get that job, he may have asked out of the contract. I'm not sure if that's the reason or what's the reason. Either way, he asked out of the contract from the Philadelphia Eagles so that he could go look elsewhere. And that could be with the Detroit Lions. That's what Jason is saying, that it's going to be with the Detroit Lions. Now, what would his role be with the Detroit Lions, right? I'm just thinking just the running back coach. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll be the assistant head coach. I'm not sure. Maybe Anthony Lynn. I don't know. I'm just thinking the running back coach. So it's not like a big promotion for him, but it is a different place to work. It's working with a whole bunch of first-time guys as well, a whole new staff that's being built right now. Guys, I got to be honest. This is a pretty strong staff. There's one thing about Duce Staley's background that you never would have guessed. He's a former player. Okay, yeah. Another former player here. I don't know what the Lions are doing. They're hiring a lot of former players. So I'm assuming this should be super beneficial. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me like, okay, you're at like a football camp or any kind of sports camp, right? And you got all the older kids and they're kind of helping out the younger kids, right? But all the older kids are players. They're just on like maybe the high school team or the college team, and everybody else is like middle schoolers or like fifth graders or something. And you're like coaching them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? That's what it kind of reminds me of. Like, all our coaches are former players. So it should be a good relationship because all of these guys are giving rave reviews, like rave cinemas. Like, they're giving great reviews from their players. And they're like, man, we love this guy. We love playing for him. Aaron Glenn was giving that. Like, a lot of these guys are giving that kind of look. And now Duce Staley, if he comes to Detroit, it's another one of those situations. When Doug Peterson was fired, Malcolm Jenkins, who is no longer with the Philadelphia Eagles, came out and said that Duce Staley should be the next head coach. Basically, he should be the next head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. And in another world, another life, he would like to play for Duce Staley as head coach. So it's actually a pretty strong job that he had with the Eagles. The fact that he was in the running for the head coach position and we could potentially land him as our running back coach, that is pretty darn awesome. And again, the Lions, they're trying to fix that run game. Anthony Lynn, I felt like, was a big step in the right direction. Now, Duce Staley, oh, that would be beautiful. For the Philadelphia Eagles, and I believe also the Pittsburgh Steelers, he has some good numbers, 4.1 yards per carry, 5,700 yards rushing. But when it comes to coaching the running backs, he's done a lot of good things here. He's coached a lot of big names, and he could potentially have some ties. Now, can't really find any clear connections to Dan Campbell. Maybe he has ties to other guys, or maybe there's like a double tie where he knows a certain coach that knows Dan Campbell very well, and they got matched up. Like, I'm not sure. I think I found a double tie here, so hold up. All right, I may be reaching for this one, but here we go. So he was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles. He played for Andy Reid. Who else has worked with Andy Reid now in our front office? He was hired yesterday. John Dorsey with the Kansas City Chiefs. So maybe he said, okay, look, wait. Maybe he said, Andy Reid, do you like that dude from Philly? This may not be right. Dang. Well, it is a double tie kind of. It's like, maybe you could have called it. Because I haven't been able to find some straight ties from here's Campbell and here's Duce Staley and here's when they were together. I can't find that. I don't know. I can't find it. But it is still good hiring, and it does tell you that they may be looking outside the box a little bit here. So with the Combine in 2020, they added a drill titled the Duce Staley drill. Wow. Hey, I'm I'm just saying, right? Duce Staley, okay, I see you. Duce Staley drill, and that drill was about footwork for running backs. That was in the combine in 2020. So you're talking about a guy that's influenced the game enough to have his own drill in the combine? Like, that's pretty impressive. I said he was a former player, so everybody kind of knows about him. He still responds to the players very well. He's worked with some very talented running backs, and he's gotten a lot out of these guys. I mean, Darren Sproles, 4.5 yards per carry. Matthews, 4.6 yards per carry. Jay Ajayi, 5 yards per carry. You remember when Jay Ajayi was like, man, he's balling. LeGarrette Blount, 4.4 yards per carry. Boston Scott, 4.4 yards per carry. Miles Sanders, our former running back. Jason Hulley, okay, 3.8 yards per carry. But still, he's worked with a lot of different running backs, has a lot of different ties, and that could come in handy in free agency. But I think what this is going to help the Lions with is when it comes to free agency and they're trying to land certain players, all these ties can be very helpful, one. But not only that, also, I think a lot of these players are going to want to play for former players because that relationship will be very good, right? It's going to be a really good relationship where we've already heard players say it, like, I think Lattimore said it about our defense coordinator and Glenn, that he's just like one of us, just older. You know, the free agents could look at it like that. Like, man, they're just like us. They're just a little bit older. They're going to relate to us very well. And most of the staff is like that. Even in the front office, we have those former players now with John Dorsey. So it's kind of cool. I mean, I got to be honest, it's kind of cool. Duce Staley, if we do land him in Detroit, I think it's going to be a very, very nice move. I mean, oh, man, this guy's looking for a head coaching job. If we could take him out of Philadelphia as a running back coach with Anthony Lynn, I'm hopeful, man. I'm hopeful we might get a running game in Detroit. We might get one. And I think Swift is going to love it. And I'm just saying, let me just go out here and say it right now. Boom. I don't know what we're going to get in return for Matthew Stafford, but let me just say, don't be shocked that the Lions draft their running back in the top 3 rounds. Brad Holmes has done it with the Rams the last couple of years, and the Lions could use a number 2. Don't be surprised if in the top 3 rounds we see a running back in Detroit. I'm just saying, just don't be shocked. Don't be shocked that they try to find a partner for DeAndre Swift, and that's not in a weird way. Thank you, Brad, for watching, and I'm out. And I'm working on something pretty cool, so stay tuned, okay? I'm working on something pretty darn cool. I think it's cool. Thank you, Brad, for watching, and I'm out.